Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Granblue Fantasy versus League. I am joined today by, of course, Viram, holding it down for all of the European highlights and greatness and amazing competitors that we've seen thus far. Viram, how goes it for you today?
Yeah, it's a great day, Mike. Of course, our final qualifier here for Europe. So far, 7 down, 1 remaining to go. And we have one of the strongest regions here in European West. And it's been an exciting tournament so far. Quite a few entrants, faces that we saw from the previous qualifier, some fresh faces that we didn't see last time. Of course, if you'd missed that qualifier, Fitterson was the one who was able to come out on top of the first EU West qualifier, but we're going to have a different champion this time, of course.
That's right, and want to remind everybody, of course, now that we are getting close to the finals now, the players that did enter this tournament so far did all walk away with some fresh, crispy, exclusive in-game skins here. And you only have one more chance. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you only have one more chance to be able to get your hands on these. And you're going to have to be from the North American East region, as that will be the next and final qualifier. If you go to bit.ly/GBVS League, you can sign up today if that is your region. Again, I can't apologize for you because you guys waited way too long now. We're at the end of the road here.
Yeah.
But definitely, congratulations to everybody else that has made it this far, got their skin. We have been seeing a lot of players rocking these, in the tournament so far. So, shout outs to them. And don't forget to sign up if you can. As you were saying, we're moving into the bracket. One of the players that I was expecting to see get a bit further was Dudikov, but unfortunately did not make it to the top 4. However, still got the top 8 presence. And as you were saying, you want to kind of elaborate a little bit over the matches that we see in the winners finals and loser semis?
Yeah, so of course our winners finals is between Mr. Powell and Socky, both of which were the two players that made top 4 in the previous qualifier. Socky making it all the way to second place, only losing to Fitterson in the bracket, and he was able to take that win over Mr. Powell. Although even with that in mind, Mr. Powell is still probably seen as the stronger, more highly regarded player, so it'll be a very interesting set between these two, and I think the winner of this set could potentially be the winner of the tournament. Now, on the loser side of things, we have Sonic San, who is one of the highest seeds. Didn't quite make it to the top 4 last time, but an incredibly strong, incredibly capable Belial Grand player. And his opponent, Fuzilero, was actually the one who knocked him into losers to get to this point. So we're going to have a run back here between these two. Zeta player, Fuzilero from the UK, has been improving at a very steady pace over the past few months, has become a real solid threat. So definitely a set to look out for there as well.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to get into the winner's side and see what's going to happen. Yes, and I know Saki was, I think you mentioned, was kind of the one expecting to do pretty well on that last run. Of course, ran into a brick wall. Everybody ran into the brick wall, so you can't really fault him for trying. Fitterson was just way too strong, and is probably just looking at all of these competitors, rubbing his chin, eagerly awaiting to see who is worthy enough to stand next to him in the finals. But yeah, in just a few minutes, we should be getting underway for them. But I can't wait. I don't know which character we might see. I do want to see some. Wow, hold on. Is that a troll? Is Vampin trolling? Are we going to see a Soris in this tournament? I don't think we've been blessed with Soris the entire league. I would love to see that.
Svampin himself has a very good Soris, but he very rarely brings out in tournament. However, although Mr. Powell is a Matera main, he does also have a pretty mean secondary Vasaraga. Unlikely he'll bring it out against Charlotta, yeah, that is something to consider. And then Socky is definitely going to be on the Charlotta. Has a sub-CAG, but it's nowhere near on the level of his Charlotta. So Matera versus Charlotta is very likely what we're going to see.
Okay. About that, of course, yes, a little sad. I do always show favoritism. I'm not going to hide my bias for Vasaraga. If you pick Vasaraga, I am going to root for you 1,000%. No shame in that. But it's probably a smart move to go with Matera here. Matera versus Charlotta. As soon as the players are ready, we're going to get underway with that. Again, want to thank everybody, too, for joining in the chat. And, this is the final qualifier here for the region. Yeah, all together. This is it.
Yep. Our last one before the regional finals in January, of course. The 14th of January is when the European regional finals are going to be. There's, of course, the other regional finals. It's kind of in the middle of the other two regional finals. You got the Asian ones, I think, the week before, and the North American ones the week after.
That's correct. Yeah, we're gonna see all the heavy hitters. It's so sick. It's so sick. Now, oh gosh, I see some capping in the chat. This is all you guys. This is all the community right here. This is a community effort. Thank you all for participating and being part of this. This is too good. Majin, I apologize for some of the comments I made during your play. Here we go. Saki versus Mr. Powell, winners finals. It's go time right here.
Yep. Matera versus Charlotta. We saw plenty of this last time in the European West Qualifier 1. We're going to see even more of it here today. Will Mr. Powell be able to prevail this time, or will Saki get another Matera
that's
under
right.
his belt?
One of the regions, I think there was an onslaught of Materas. I think, yeah, so it was EU West, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Saki with that Charlotta. A little monster. I love to see it. Love to see your work.
Alright, great 5U. Finally diffuses that zoning from Mr. Powell and starts applying that patented Charlotta pressure. Oh, big jump in. Mr.
Love
Powell
that mobility there from Matera.
Yeah, Mr. Powell's Matera in particular, really known for its fantastic mobility, but Saki weaving around that, getting that crucial hit, forcing Mr. Powell once again into the corner, but the overdrive is activated.
Good stuff here. Mr. Powell needing to not make a mistake.
That said though, he still has a lot of overdrive to spare and is dealing a little bits of chip damage with each of these attacks that are being blocked.
Ooh. Oh gosh, such a threat.
Oh, big far medium. Doesn't convert, but still clips with the EX ball. Saki taking that first round.
Remove that mini fear when playing against Charlotta.
And already big jumping coming out from Saki, who gets the wall bounce into a full combo. Saki off to an electrifying start this set. Great anti-air with the close medium. Mr. Powell finally given a chance to slow down the pace of the game ever so slightly, just wanting to play that distance game once again.
Good stuff there.
Good jump away, doesn't want to deal with the pressure. Nice,
nice.
JH.
A good, oh geez, maintaining her distance perfectly. Oh, yes.
Wow, what a whiff punish on the EX ball right there.
Yeah, right outside of the range there too. It's perfect spacing.
Alright, round 3. Lovely timing on the roll once again, just the reward that Charlotta gets once she gets in. That combo plus the corner advantage, traps the jump.
Yeah, good frame trap.
Oh, Saki
Press
this
the
round
button
so
at the wrong
far.
time. Getting close. Keeps the pressure going. I like it.
Oh, big far heavy, and that's gonna be the game. Saki coming through with a strong performance in that first game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Saki so far just doing a really good job, just getting that keys early opening and suffocating Mr. Powell from there. Wow, what a call out on the jump of that air throw.
Love that. Okay. Mr. Powell staying in the skies in this one.
Just wanting to stay as mobile as possible.
Yep. Doesn't get a ideal punish.
Oh, but that right there is definitely an ideal punish for Saki, and look at how much health just shredded away immediately. The Stagger's interrupted finally with the overdrive. Very crucial 2-1-4H right there. Attack on the throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, good. Doesn't get counter hit though.
OD running dry so far for Mr. Pow. It's almost run out. But it may not matter. Just goes for the SSBA from all the way over there, trying to get all that chip damage on.
Oh.
And that. Very tough situation for Saki to be able to make that comeback.
Mr. Powell holding on there.
Lovely
Yeah,
jump,
like
great
jump
spacing.
back.
Saki once again going to try to look for a way to get around Mr. Powell's mobility, and that Holy Ladder is going to be it. Finally gets his chance to apply some pressure again.
Ooh. Nice, saw that earlier. Not a successful jump away or jump out of the corner.
Tries to whip punish the ball again. Good idea, but just a little bit too late that time.
Okay.
Oh, not able to get
Looks
the
like Mr.
anti-air.
Powell was, yeah, Mr. Powell was trying to space that out again.
Oh, catches him with the aerial command grab, and that's going to be the combo to death.
1-1 now. Saki is on match point.
Battle 3, engage.
Once again, just trying to play the slow neutral, but Saki driving Pow into the corner once again. Misses the 2-1-4H, unfortunate. Great air-to-air interaction.
Nice. And Mr. Powell's been getting some hits, but not a lot of follow-up.
Yeah, nothing too substantial. The hits that Saki has been getting, on the other hand, have been leading to so much damage. Another unfortunate drop.
Ooh.
Rush to relieve the pressure. Now just looking for a chance to properly escape the corner. That is not going to catch, but the no recovery on that whiffed SBA. Just going to Holy Ladder anyway.
She doesn't stop.
This is
man.
incredibly difficult for Mr. Powell. Living on a prayer right now. He has to make a miracle happen, and it doesn't. Saki stamping his card into Grand Finals.
That's right. Well, kind of like you might have mentioned, you know, Saki definitely playing super well. The Charlotta will advance. His play was outstanding. Mr. Powell could not get anything going, kept trying to jump out of the corner, but nah, Saki was ready for everything. It was just too much pressure, willing to throw super arts at the end, and just wasn't working.
Yeah,
it just wasn't working, man.
He definitely made that very, very difficult for Mr. Powell. Just a lot of it really came down to how and when he timed his jumps as well. Mr. Powell ordinarily incredibly good at anti-airing his opponents, but you know that Charlotta jump so difficult to react to a lot of the time, and Saki also just chooses really, really good spots to place those jumps. So excellent stuff. Of course, moving on to Grand Finals, but we have not seen the last of Mr. Powell just yet. He'll be waiting in Losers Finals for the winner of our next set upcoming, Fusilero versus Sonic San.
Fusilero versus Sonic San. You know, Saki did send Fusilero to the losers on the winner's side. So, you know, Saki has a target on his back, but make sure that Fusilero does not get distracted, as he does have to deal with Sonic San first.
That he does. He was able to defeat Sonic San earlier in the bracket 2-1 just before top 8. But, you know, Sonic San is a terrifying player to fight nonetheless. That Belial, the Grand, both of them real menaces.
That's right. And I see, you know, some people are, you know, they're hashtagging Saki sweep right now. Can you please elaborate on this potential harassment in the chat right now?
No, this isn't the harassment. This is the people coming through to support Saki. You know, Saki is a despite the fact that Saki does play Charlotta, he is a respected and loved member of the community, and you know, a lot of the community loves seeing him succeed.
Well, you got to be loved and respected if they can put the fact that you play Charlotta behind you. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love that. That's pretty good. But yeah, so we're going to be getting into Sonic Sam versus Fusilero. Do you have any kind of breakdown predictions on what we might expect, what we can expect to see out of that match?
So I think it's most likely going to be a Belial versus Zeta set. Gran, I think, kind of known for having a bit of a hard time in places versus Zeta. And I think a lot of it is going to come down to how the two of them are able to dissect each other's defense in particular. How, if Sonic San is able to get the opening, how he's able to bait out and play around the Rhapsody, and how he's going to defend against the Zeta Pogo Oki as well.
Oof, oh gosh, yeah, that's going to be critical there. Guessing if he's going to be 1 to 4 to lows, empty jumps lows. Oh, it's so frustrating to deal with.
Yeah.
You said he's got a Gram that's possible to be pulled out. Well,
Yeah,
how does Gran overall fare right now in Granblue? The reason why I ask is because we don't have any Grans that have qualified.
Yeah, so Gran at the moment is definitely regarded as, contrary to obviously what we had in like season 1, he's actually regarded as one of the weaker characters alongside fellow former top tier Cat.
Yes.
Just like his buttons aren't quite what they used to be. He doesn't have the boot anymore. Well, medium boot in particular is nowhere near what it used to be. Just a lot of aspects of his gameplay have been toned down a touch, and for a character that has a very kind of condensed, relatively limited kit, that is definitely quite painful to see. But as we mentioned before, the Belial is what's coming out versus the Zeta.
That's right. All right, here we go. Game 1. Fusilero versus Sonic San.
Fusilero rocking that EX color.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. I love it once Zeta gets started, but Sonic San says, I am not going to be letting any of that happening right now. This is my tournament to qualify in.
He's playing at a very nice range so far. Just playing this pretty like slow and methodical, lovely 2H.
Love that.
And the frame trap right there as well. That's going to be a good chunk of corner damage. Okay. Bro, I have a feeling Command Grab is going to be coming out fairly soon. No, instead, Fusilero challenging.
There it is. Oh no, it doesn't get the full follow-up on the pogos there.
Nice use of the sweep to catch Fusilero trying to escape right there. Sonic San taking the first round. Good challenge right there.
There it is.
Oki.
Okay. Double into a throw. Empty jump low. Good blocks.
Lovely timing of the roll to get that punish right there. Nice use of the close heavy to get the anti right there. Nice tech and a good mash again from Fusilero to relieve that pressure.
Nice defense.
The JU from Belial not coming, not getting too much.
And I got a little pogo of my own. Still alive.
One more hit will do it. Sense an OD. There it is.
Nice. Good. Your senses are strong.
Oh, the Malady coming out for the first time. I had a feeling if there was going to be a set where that happens, it would be this one. Sonic San looking for that overhead, finding it, and taking the first game.
We'll all just act like you called that one in advance too, because that is impressive. We know you were thinking it, so that's impressive. 2 back-to-back call-outs, impressive stuff.
Big air. Not quite in the range to convert, but still in good position. Misses the link after the count hit 2M.
Oh, tried to go for it again. It's Fusilero's moment now to control the pace of this match.
Nice use of the close heavy right there.
Ooh, that's pretty slick.
Ooh. Tried to get a little too greedy in the punish on the sweep. Fusilero capitalizing beautifully as a result. Sonic-san just choosing to challenge on the wake up.
Nice.
Oh, a little bit too late on the 2H attempt right there. He's going to take a full corner combo as a result into the hard knockdown.
Okay.
Oh, caught him trying to press again.
This is too much to deal with. Nice rush.
Just maintain the pressure, but finally Sonic-san brute forces his way out with the far heavy. Gets the cross up as well. Oh, but a lovely anti-air with that far H, and Fusellaro putting a game on the board.
Okay, this is impressive. I like this.
Great back and forth between these two.
Nobody playing desperate here. Everybody's trying to play their perfect game. Nothing random. I like it. This is some clean Granblue.
Nice use of the DP, knowing that Zeta has those air stall options. That's air. Just the general pace of this game, a lot slower than the previous ones.
Yeah.
More in the way of trades as well. That time just not quite at the right spacing. Both players having lost a pretty substantial amount of health overall. Finally the first notable conversion of the game though.
Ooh, nice.
Nice use of the 2L right there.
Oh, just happened the same way last round. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's gonna sting into the SSBA most likely.
Yeah. Get some skybound art. We're gonna. Oh yeah, that should be done.
Half that life to shred it away. One well-timed far H is all it takes from Belial to snatch a game away and put himself on set point.
That's right. Okay, Fusellaro not going out without a fight. Ooh.
Oh, a little bit too early on the throw. Unfortunate for Sonic-san right there. But resets with the DP. Just wants to get back into that aggressive offensive position. Applies that pressure. There's the 2M.
Pretty good to keep that pressure. Oh no!
Alright. Command
got some
grab.
life.
Throw. Overhead. What's it going to be? Tries for the throw, but it's teched.
What are we getting? Are we getting OD?
No, not yet.
Straight.
There is a chance of an aggressive OD from Fusellaro, but instead he challenges the command grab and keeps himself alive with the SSBA.
Oh my gosh. That was so sick.
Wow. Bold on both players right there. Bold to just go for that command grab for Sonic-san, and bold on Fusellaro to challenge.
I love the
Final
confidence
round
to go for it though. It would have been sick.
Oh, big 2H. Not going to get the follow-up though. Good relief for the pressure. Oh, misses the MDP. That's going to be a big punish. Hard knockdown. Carried into the corner. Good block on the overhead though.
Yeah. Not get. Oh wow! Come on.
Oh, misses the link afterwards. Maybe a little bit of nerves coming out for both players. There's the OD from Fusellaro.
Oh my gosh, this match is down to the wire here. That's gonna do some damage.
Gonna do a lot, but not enough to get the KO, I don't think. Yes, just a sliver of life remaining.
Don't get grabbed.
Oh, no. Caught by the end.
Keeps the pressure going.
So close between those two. One solid hit from Fusellaro would have been that confirm into the SSBA, but unfortunately not able to find it at the end right there. And Sonic-san gets his run back and moves on to losers finals.
Yeah, I still gotta say it would have been an absolute crazy highlight if that EX command grab came out and was successful in that previous round. But lo and behold, they played to the end. Very, very good stuff from Fusellaro, and congrats to Sonic-san, who will be going on and advancing to the losers finals. But before we get into that match, we are going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we are going to see Mr. Powell versus Sonic Sam. Play it out for losers finals. And as a reminder to everybody watching, that is a 2 out of 3 set. Grand finals will be the 3 out of 5. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are about to continue in this losers finals match about to happen right now. Apologies about that. With Mr. Pow and Sonic San. We got to see both players earlier. Sonic San just having an incredible match against Fusellaro just a second ago to advance to the losers semis, and now we should be seeing some Belial versus Matera. Is that correct?
Should be, though. Actually, I think this is a set where I think there's a decent chance we may see the Gran. These two have played quite a bit in the past, and oftentimes Sonic San has used the Gran against Mr. Powell's Matera to pretty good effect. So if there's a set where the Gran may come out, it's this one.
Any possibility of Vasaraga guest appearance?
That is less of a guarantee, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Less
All
of a
right,
guarantee.
just asking for, from a friend. Just wanted to know. So we might see Matera versus Gran. It's a possibility. We don't know for sure. Either way, we know that both players really have to bring it. This is the last chance to qualify, so nobody's going to hold back. They do have to both remember this is a 2 out of 3 losers finals. So, you don't want to take the first game lightly and assume that you have another game. This is about to be it. Ah, man.
Yeah.
As soon as both players are ready, they can start at any time. And we're about to get underway. Make your picks, make your bets in the chat. Doesn't mean you're going to win anything, but see. Curious to see how this one goes. And of course, we have Saki in the grand finals awaiting his next opponent. I won't say victim because we don't know what's going to happen.
You win the most important thing, bragging rights.
That's right. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. What are we talking about here? And you're right. Bragging rights, that currency never depreciates.
Nope. Yep, and here's the Gran as expected.
Good call. You must be good at this game.
I play it from time to time, I guess. Just mingle around in the scene a bit here and there.
I love to hear it. Mr. Powell versus Sonic San. This is losers finals, 2 out of 3. Here we go. God dang it, Dudikov. I'm sorry. Trying to. I'm done. Alright. So, as Dudikov says, Carmelo Grantini versus Matera. I'm sorry, that's just too good. Can't let that one go.
So this matchup is definitely a case of Gran looking for that one crucial hit to just bulldoze his way in and start applying that patented Granthony versus pressure. I can't even speak today. Chat's messed me up. How dare you guys?
That's too much. Oh my God, they're calling him Carmelo Granthony because he's washed up? That's too much. I'm done. I can't handle this. This is bad. This is... This does seem like it is a bit of a struggle for Gran.
Don't worry. Despite how it looks right now, it's actually close to an even game. Okay, uses out the EX boot. That's gonna do a lot of damage.
Are you serious?
It's not death just yet, but that is going to hurt. And he's now one hit away from getting the KO. Has to be mindful of the metered options.
You told me worry not. It's an even game.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Your knowledge of this game and these matchups are far beyond the average human. That's actually crazy. This is so sick.
Yeah, that's the thing with Gran. Despite not being the strongest character these days, a little bit too late on the DP.
Oh wow!
He can just kill you. He can just make you explode. Nice block so far from Sonic San and a good tech as well.
Nice. Yes, using the boot, I guess, to get out rather than to apply pressure. Okay. Oh, good air to air.
A little bit too early on pressing the close H to connect the fireball. Just wanting to block all of this. Actually advancing to get Mr. Pow closer to the corner, but Mr. Pow so evasive. tries to brute force
wow.
past the butterfly and is gonna get sniped for it. Mr. Powell with a much more controlling round this time.
Battle 3, engage.
Okay. Gran gonna have to work that. It looks like, yeah, Gran has to kind of work from an uphill battle just to try to get going against Matera here. A lot to go through. A lot of pressure to deal with, of course.
Oh, tries to brute force his way out with the boot again.
Golly. Bad life, okay.
Finally gets that opening. Tries to call out the jump as well, but not able to catch it.
Spins 50% of that meter with that rush and didn't get much from it. Okay.
Finally gets his way in. He does have Matera in the corner this time. He can apply much more in-your-face pressure. Nice rush to relieve it. Mr. Powell taking the first game.
That's right. Yep, I'm gonna go straight to the room. I don't think we're gonna see the return of Gran. That's a prediction. Nice. Look at them all suited up.
Yeah, most likely going to
right.
see the swap to the Belial this time. I think Sonic San likes to try the Gran there. You know, Gran does have a lot of speed and mobility. He's a bit faster in terms of movement than Belial, but you know, Belial is just such a scarily consistent character and has access to certain matchup specific things like that 5U to call out certain options from Matera too.
Believe in victory.
Yes, that is correct. Gran Thinny has been placed on the bench. Belial coming in. Oh, this already looks like it's a much better start.
Yeah,
Sonic San.
already established control. Ooh.
Nice. Ooh, I like that. Just walk away from the beautiful butterflies. God dang it,
Spacing the
Kotesh,
anti-air.
relax.
Wow.
I can't take the... So professional. How do you go from Carmelo Granthony to Kobe Bryant? This is ridiculous. This chat is crazy.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no. Nice. Started off kind of... Ooh. Overdrive.
OD, nice, close, heavy. Immediately uses it, but doesn't get the combo into the SBA. Tries to press something right there, caught by the hop. Finally gets a hit, but goes into command grab. Most likely expected that far H to get blocked.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jeez, that was a lot of work from Sonic San just to not be successful in that round. And now Mr. Pow is on set point here.
And Mr. Powell just very much in control of the place. He's just making Sonic San play the game that he wants to play. And Sonic San having a real hard time keeping up. Finally, there's a command grab.
Such a cool animation, I love it.
Just these constant hops back and forth. It's just so difficult to keep Mr. Powell pinned down. He's playing this evasive low committal game. Finally gets a big hit with that JH, not allowing the rat to escape. Ooh, I like that. Goes for the aggressive OD now, dealing all this chip damage with these normals, plus frames, galore.
Yeah, he's letting it out now.
Yep.
He realizes that, wait a minute, I'm one round away from losing this. This is my tournament to qualify in. Sonic San holding strong. Music intensifies. Nice. Got to do a little work to try to get in, and Mr. Pow comfortable. Oh gosh. Mr. Pow comfortable just keeping Sonic San out.
Comfortable keeping Sonic San out, but at the same time, Sonic San being smart, very carefully picking and choosing his moments, finds just the right one right there, goes for the OD setup, and now here comes the pressure. No meter on the side of Mr. Power to use one of those evasive options either. The chip is piling. That's the throw. One more throw will get Sonic Sand the game.
That chip damage is serious. Oh, wow, yeah.
Woo! Calls out the close medium to relieve that pressure, that close light even. Matera, slower than normal lights, can't save Meaty with the close light and the 2L if I recall correctly, so Sonic Sand just brute forcing through.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little pause here. Going to take your time before you hit the rematch button here. Got to maintain composure because this is it. This is your last chance to qualify right here. Losers finals. Final game here. Mr. Pow, Sonic Sand. See if Mr. Pow kind of keeps up the strong zoning game. Yep.
To get that 623H, and now just the corner pressure, the corner carry even. Nice! Just choosing such a good moment to engage, and now Mr. Pow in control, gets the opening but doesn't get the combo afterwards.
Oh no.
Even now, just still in a great position, hasn't even taken a hit yet from Sonic Sand in this game.
This is perfect, literally perfect play right now. Okay, wait. What are we gonna
Sonic
get
Sand
here?
fighting back, keeping himself alive, but this is a checkmate scenario yet.
Yeah. Good stuff from Mr. Pow.
Once again, one round away to making it to Grand Finals.
Ooh.
Ooh, managed to get past the 623H this time, and another good air-to-air coming out from Sonic Sand. Those have been doing a ton of work. That massive JH.
No, can't sneak out. Oh, but doesn't get the follow.
Yeah, just he had to cancel into DP. Didn't have his other two cooldowns available.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big far heavy. That's gonna
No
be
way.
the rounds to
Snipe
Sonic
that.
Sand. He knew. He
That's
knew that Mr.
ridiculous.
Powell loves to go for those jumps, and he had that far heavy timed perfectly.
God.
Final round.
Sonic Sand is in the moment.
Oh, that time. The aerial not working out. Oh, that's going to be a big punish, but doesn't trigger the butterfly. There's the 5U, finally making his first appearance.
Oh wow, nice cross up there.
Daddy, give me some sugar, going to be the start of all this damage. Here comes the corner pressure again. The OD is set up. This time the command grab. One more hit. And that's the hit he
it?
needed. Sonic Sand
Oh my
advancing
God.
into Grand Finals.
Sonic Sand, impressive play, especially considering kind of throwing that first game out there with Grand. Wasn't the results you probably expected, but still, you know, was able to hold it down together with the Belial pick. That's actually impressive. And Sonic Sand will be moving on to Grand Finals. And that is the unfortunate end there for Mr. Powell, taking third place here. Definitely a good and strong showing, but just not enough to deal with that. I don't know what to call it. It was just the reads were on point. Everything was just on point with Sonic Sand.
Yeah, Sonic Sand, when he gets those big aggressive reads and he's able to just kind of scout your timing, he's really, really good at finding those key hits to capitalize, and we saw that in those Belial games especially. I mean, we even saw it in the Grand game, that first round, close heavy into SSBA while being 60% life down, and suddenly he's won the rounds. But yeah, great
Yeah,
stuff.
you called it.
Sonic
You
Sand.
said, I love that. I love seeing that life deficit. And you said, no, this is an even match.
Yep,
It's actually
yep.
even. And sure enough, you were right. That was crazy. Happened right when you called it, too. So yeah, Sonic Sand will be advancing now to Grand Finals to play against Saki, who is sitting there comfortably and got a chance to watch everybody's moves, see where their mistakes are. We're probably going to see some crazy stuff from this Charlotta play. And this is a reminder for everybody, a 3 out of 5. And this is it. This is the final matchup for all of the European qualifiers right now.
Yep.
To join the ranks of the other heavy hitters in the mix. I don't know what's going to happen. Saki is, sitting comfortably, only needing to win this one set. Sonic Sand's going to have to win 2 sets and going to have to essentially play out of his mind to deal with this Charlotta nonsense.
Yeah. Interestingly, of course, these two haven't played in brackets so far, and I think between these two, well, actually, I was going to say, I think Sockie probably had a better chance of defeating Mr. Powell if he managed to make the run back to Grand Finals, just based on the sets that we've seen between those two so far. But I think Sonic San is actually going to give him a harder time. I think Sonic San, especially on that Belial versus that Charlotta, there's definitely a lot of work that he can do to potentially, you know, make this really close set, potentially even see a bracket reset. So I think this is going to be a really, really exciting set. Both these two players, I would say, are two of the most evenly matched overall among the high-level European players. You know, I was actually making like a secret, personal European ranking of players, and I had these two. This is super secret. You know, I haven't actually. I have not revealed the full ranking. Again, very much a personal ranking.
Okay. Oh man.
I haven't revealed it fully, but like these two, these two I
Be
had.
careful releasing that kind of information out there.
I will say that these two I have at 7 and 8 in that ranking. So like literally right next to each other.
Got you. And you know what I'm gonna ask? Where'd you put yourself?
Myself is not close to that. It's not close to that. I'm honest and humble when it comes to where I place myself. I place myself within the top 20, if that's any consolation.
Okay.
But
So humble. I like that. Would you place at a Celtic throwdown?
second.
Okay.
But you know, fourth at UFA as well. But you know, it's fine.
Okay. I love it. I love it. So here we go. Grand finals now. Saki versus Sonic San. 3 out of 5. This is it. Stream is demanding you release the script. Everything on the player rankings and what's going to happen. Here we go. I like that. Straight to the wild too. Not messing around with any of that grand nonsense.
Catches the attempt at a jump back. Here comes the pressure.
Blocking.
Big anti-air, but not going to get a combo. Nice jump away from Sockie. And just the reward he gets for timing those jumps. Wow, the command grab again.
Yeah, I like that. He's just kind of flexing with it at this point. He wants to let you know he's not afraid to do it at any moment. I will walk out of the corner if I have to.
Fortunately for Sonic San, not getting wall bounce right there, but he's almost out of OD, but gets the hit.
Oh, whoa.
Be a lot of damage into SSBA. The scaling is going to prevent this from getting the KO though, and he's got to be careful of those muted options from Sockie as well.
All right. Okay,
So the back
now
shift.
you give. Oh.
A little
Very good
overzealous
decision for
versus
Sockie
that
right
rush.
there. Yeah.
Sweep. Getting a few errant hits here and there.
Nice. Patience here, trying to frustrate Saki with this playstyle.
Tossing the fireballs, probably to try to condition the jump from Sockie, but Sockie instead just waiting and instead getting the anti-air. Again, that jump of Charlotta, so awkward to anti-air at times.
Very hard to deal with.
Another solid confirm should do it for Sockie, but Sonic San finding the hit. Getting that damage in the side switch as well. Oh, that was a huge cross heavy. Is this going to connect? Yes, it is. And Sonic San.
No scaling on that one right there.
None whatsoever. 1 round apiece here in this first game. Gets that opening with the lights.
Oh, no, nice.
Challenge this time. Takes the plus frames. Oh, doesn't combo off the 2 Ls.
Entire. Oh, nice clash. Spot dodge away from the rush, but doesn't get much. Oh, here we go.
chooses to conserve the 214 and 226 cooldowns, most likely for this purpose right now. Gets that opening in the corner, going to combo into SBA. Again, not going to do it just yet, but this time Sonic San has a nice lead to work with.
Too much scaling here. Oh, good
Throw
tech.
and waits for the Holy Ladder. Sonic San taking game 1.
Oh. Again, you know, one of the things is Sonic San did come into this match fresh and hot off the stick, so didn't need to warm up or anything. It has been a minute since Saki has played. Maybe
Still
Saki
there with
needed
those
that game to wake up. Okay, let's stare down. Respecting each other's distance. Waiting to see who's going to strike first.
Oh, good spot dodge on the
Oh,
OD.
nice. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I saw Saki possibly needed that last game to kind of get woken up there and say, wait a minute, this is the grand finals.
Yep.
I got to play for reals here. This person's trying to win.
Yes, a safe jab and going to be a nice combo as a result.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Throws.
Not again. Okay. Doesn't want to
Keep with the
kind of
light.
send that statement. Oh. Successful overdrive.
Oh, catches him trying to jump out the corner. That's going to be a good chunk of damage off the command grab. And the wall bounce as
no.
well. This, on the
Carlotta.
other hand, should be death. This is a very strong SSBA. Goodbye, Sonic San.
Yes, it is.
1-1.
Saki has woken up. It is now 1-1 in this 3 out of 5 grand finals. Final qualifier for all European regions.
Two just exchanging DPs right now. Resets with the command grab.
Love to see it.
Here comes that pressure coming out from Sonic San. Ooh, expected a faster extension right there. Good stuff so far. Sasaki not biting on those overheads, not trying to get these preemptive techs.
Ooh.
Wow, even from that distance where Saki thought he was safe.
What we're gonna get here? Uh-oh. Nice air.
Yeah, oh, I think tried to react with something right there. Gets clipped as a result.
Yes. Charlotta. Don't know what to expect. Oh, nice. Cover. Oh, clipped.
Great
Very
discipline on the defense coming out from Sonic San, just knowing
Yeah.
that he couldn't afford to overextend. He realized that he died for that last time. Great air to air. Again, we've been seeing that so much from Sonic San in this bracket so far.
Yeah, that really was an excellent display of defense, though. Not biting on anything Saki is throwing out. Sonic San still playing in full control of this match.
And I love the decision to backshift right there, just to not engage with that jump whatsoever. Don't want to deal with any kind of pressure or cross-ups. But finally, Saki gets that ever-important EX ball. Now's his chance to apply that ever-important pressure, but gets clipped by the JU. Oh, that's a huge counter hit.
Nice.
He's got the resources to get the KO here.
Yes.
Sonic San, 2-1 up.
Sonic San playing super well again. I mean, he's definitely warmed up right now.
Yeah, he
And
is
as you said, this is
cooking.
their first time meeting this tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saki's got to try to figure something out here. Don't want to quite, ask for your opinion on what Saki needs to do, just in case, just in case we got some some headphones in and making some adjustments. What'd you say to do, Verum? Got you. So I kind of want to see what the adjustments are on their own, you know.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a character change. Nope, sticking with the Charlotta.
No, there will be no live coaching on this end. I mean, if you want to listen to me, I would definitely advise Saki switch to Vasaraga. I think that's.
I don't think I've ever
the
seen
pick.
Saki on the Vasaraga. I've seen him on a small handful of characters. Vas definitely was not one of them.
Yes, that's why you don't listen to my coaching here.
Good block again. For Sonic San, he's just really gotten used to making use of these jumps, using these back shifts to maintain the right level of distance versus Saki. Saki, though, answering back. There we go. There's that EX ball. Ever important.
Ooh. Rushes out. Doesn't need the meter here. Just gonna finish this with raw skill.
Ever since the end of that game 2, Saki has been a lot more conservative with the buttons that he uses. One more hit will do it, and there it is.
Yeah, this
Sonic
doesn't
San.
look like. Yeah, it doesn't look like a standard Charlotta player right here. Very reserved.
Yeah, he's at the moment it feels like Sonic San has a handle of the pace. He's playing at the pace that he wants to, and he's forcing Saki to play at that pace as well. That said, though, Saki finally getting his chance, opening him up with the throw as well. Safe jab. That's going to be a big punish. All the resources are back online. One more hit for Saki. Doesn't reset with a demon flip, surprisingly.
No. Ooh.
Oh, but doesn't
Nice.
need to. What a dominant round from Saki right there.
Love that jump back too at the end there from Saki.
3, engage.
Okay. Saki's definitely. This is a very crucial round. A chance for Sonic San to steal away some of the confidence from Saki. And on the same hand, Saki needs this. You don't want to have to deal with the reset in this situation when you're in winners. It does a lot of mental damage.
Alright, Saki coming out with the OD relatively early. Anti-airs with a close H, but no big hit, and Bilal brute forcing his way in once again with that far heavy. One advantage, wow, just runs to the other side.
Just running all over the place. Oh no!
He's running out of that OD, and now it's gone, all thanks to that little jab.
Wow, Sonic San playing so well right now.
You
Nice
can just
rush.
afford to take these little hits of chip. The throw is gonna decide it. Sonic San resetting the bracket versus Saki here in the US too.
There it is. Both are going to go back to the room, take a breather, gather their composure. I hope Sonic San doesn't think that he just won the tournament because he did just reset the bracket. Okay.
Yep, still another set to go, and
That's
Saki most definitely has life and fight still in him.
Impressive stuff again. Saki, without any potential coaching, of course, coming from me, is, you know, better off to just not listen. But the definitely has to get some composure in, kind of brush it off, forget that set even happened, and just know, like, what do you normally need to do? What is the Saki special? Need to play a little bit more aggressive. I saw a lot of reserve play from Charlotta, which, you know, I'm not too sure that is the style of play that Charlotta needs to do to win. But at the same time, Sonic San was just showing complete domination and aggression in that set.
Charlotte versus
Yeah, it's a bit tricky to gauge at the moment. It just feels like whenever Sonic San wants to play slow or fast, he's always afforded the opportunity to. And that's kind of what Saki has to work on stopping at the moment. He needs to find ways to control the pace himself.
That's right. Don't be afraid to swing that little sword of yours, Saki.
Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Go for those throws, even if they're teched. Those late techs, you're still in a good position. There we go. Finally gets those crucial hits. Gets the hit into the ball and going to cash out with the SBA. Not going to be enough. But one more hit will do it.
Can't get that. Oh, that's too funny. I love seeing the love for Charlotta and Saki.
Battle 2. Engage.
All right. Saki
It is,
getting
that's
that
right.
ever important first round.
Saki definitely made some adjustments. Swinging.
Oh, good jump away and stuffs the approach as well.
You know, I like that Sonic Sen throws out that EX command grab so much. Just to kind of let the opponent know I can and I'm not afraid to use this at any time. Wow.
The way he's just using the throws as well, just on offense. He's timing them all very, very well. Doesn't counter versus the 623M, but he does counter with a rush. Big wall bounce right there. Not going to do enough to get KO. Use some of his meter already. But it doesn't matter. Saki getting that game on the board.
Yeah, quick game right there. In this resetted set, Saki is now up 1-0. It's time for Sonic Sen to make the necessary adjustments. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Saki went ham that game. Wasn't afraid to go forward, to push forward.
Yep. And there we go. When he's feeling confident, those command grabs start coming out, particularly if you're playing neutral relatively slow, just standing up a lot. And now Saki in control, willing to go for these riskier options just to maintain that corner position. Finally, though, a break for Sonic San. The break swiftly ended, though, by the menace that is Charlotta. Just look at Saki finding all of these crucial hits. Sonic San not able to find anything until finally the Holy Ladder is ripped and blocked. There we go. Here come the throws.
Do it again.
Meter to use.
Yeah,
And he uses it for the OD. Suddenly now this is a scary situation for Saki.
Well, a lot of meter gain there. Nice. Saki is going crazy here.
Closing it
Has
out
not dropped
with the
a round
overhead.
yet in this reset.
Nice bait on the DP, but doesn't punish fast enough, unfortunate.
Yeah. A lot of damage left on the table there.
Sonic San doing a lot more resets with the fireball now. That M fireball does leave a pretty substantial gap. Saki may find an opportunity to attack in between it. Nice 2H. That's going to be a big amount of damage. Doesn't have the fireball to really maximize. Alright, finally, Saki has the momentum. Applying that pressure.
Sitting
Big
on a
wall
lot of
bounce.
resources.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He most likely wanted to convert into a super there instead of a demon flip.
Nice.
Still though, has OD.
Oh,
Mindful of that EX
that's
ball.
gonna
There it is.
wow. Saki up 2-0 now. Okay, this is the time when Sonic San needs to wait. You don't have to rush into the rematch. You have to figure out what happened. How did I drop the ball like this? Uh-oh.
Yeah, Sonic San
An
was
answer?
in those rounds. He was making those comebacks. The command grab again. Saki now playing with this renewed confidence, just applying all this pressure. Most likely wanted the Holy Ladder right there to anti-air, but instead got the 2-on-4. Just Sonic San's so good at working around those reversals. He knows exactly when to diffuse his pressure, but it doesn't matter right now. Saki just, when he's able to just get those hits, he begins to snowball.
Yeah, Saki is actually going absolutely crazy in this reset here. This is what the chat is calling for, that Saki sweep. Guess they're just going to completely disregard the reset here.
Wow,
That's okay,
what
I
a far
understand.
light anti-air. Wow, answers the far H with the rush. The confidence once again. Saki now 1 round away from being your EU West champion.
Oh my gosh. Sonic San has got to hold on to some composure here. Letting this match slip away. Letting Charlotta do Charlotta things. Good defense there on that ball. It's a blocked out. Coming at you at full speed can be quite intimidating. I think Sonic San needs to get some of that confidence back and throw out an EX command grab at some point. Oh no!
Ooh, big overhead right there. That's going to be a lot of damage on the part of Sonic San. He does have resources to keep himself defended. There's the command grab as you mentioned.
Yes.
Oh, and a great hit right there. Oh, he could have extended that with a rush, I think.
Wow. Oh, patience. This is critical.
Oh, this is terrifying for both players.
Oh,
But
oh
goes
my
for the
God.
DP.
Sonic San holding on.
Keeping himself alive. Most likely saw that Saki was at chip point, so was willing to just go for that option. The DP comes out again and lands its mark.
Oh, there it is. Are we gonna see 3 grabs for once? No.
No.
It's like 2
Here we
grabs.
go, there's
and stops.
another.
Okay.
There's a 4th.
right.
No text coming out from Saki so far.
Wow. Nice.
This
open.
round.
Just kind of. Yeah.
Alright, finally a break.
Yeah.
This time the throw's coming out from Saki. Wow, suddenly all that control
look at
that Sonic San had has just been completely diffused. It's an even
Look at
game
the
and Saki
light.
has the meter.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, and just answers back. It seemed like Sonic San had
no.
everything under control, but Saki flipping the script and taking
Oh my
the
God.
EU West qualifier number 2. He will be your final European finale qualifier.
Excellent stuff there from Saki. You truly tuned in to that inner Charlotta within at the end there, and just went absolutely ballistic. Sonic San was playing so well in that first series before the reset happened, and after that though, Saki gathered his composure, went to the lobby, thought about it for a second, came back a whole new monster. I guess somebody mentioned a fully fried potato, I guess, if that works. And, and just kind of went absolutely bananas against Sonic San there at the end. An incredible and well-deserved victory there from Saki.
Yep, the hashtag Saki sweep finally happened.
Yes.
Excellent play coming out from all of our top 4 players, but in the end, Saki came out on top.
That was a Saki sweep. That was it in action.
That was the Saki
Alright.
sweep.
All right, works for me. They say Saki swept, so Saki sweeps. And what we're gonna do right now is we're not going anywhere yet. We're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, we are going to hear from your EU West champion. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna come right back with Saki. Sit tight. All right, everybody, we are back, and as promised, we are now joined by the winner of the qualifier, Saki. Saki, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm there. Hello.
All right, excellent. Hello, hey, there you are. I see you now. Congratulations on an amazing performance there, being the EU West second wave and final qualifier with Charlotta. How are you feeling right now?
Honestly, I don't think I have fully realized it yet that I won. It's still very nervous. Takes a bit until the adrenaline is gonna be gone.
Got you.
But it feels good.
I
It
mean,
feels good.
yeah, you had a lot of supporters in the chat.
Yeah.
They were kind of spamming it with hashtag Saki sweep. So how does it feel to have won the tournament with a Saki sweep?
Honestly, it always feels really great. I don't play the most popular character in this game, so when you play a character like that, it can be sometimes a little. I don't know. You don't make. I don't want to say you don't make a lot of friends, but you don't make a lot of fans. That's definitely it. But despite that, people still support me a lot, and I don't think I could do what I do without that support.
Well, I think that's just a testament to your character and how much your character is in you as a person, not Charlotta. But I think that's just a testament to that, as well as just people appreciating how much you do for the community. Because obviously, we've both been around in this community now for a couple of years. I know how much you do, and obviously a lot of other people have seen that as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it a lot.
Beautiful, very nice. I like that. Nice words in there. That's good. All right, so if you do the good cop thing, I guess I'll switch it over here. It is kind of interesting to see. I have to ask. I saw some of the lingo being thrown around as well. Does it offend you at all when people refer to you or your character as a potato by chance?
Oh
How do you
God.
feel about that?
That's always. I wonder where it came from. I know that the phrase has been around a lot. I think honestly, I'm fine with that. As long as I'm not being called the Gremlin or like a
Gotcha.
goblin.
Okay, all right. So there is limits to the levels of respect.
Yeah,
here. I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So you've qualified now. You're the last and final qualifier. I don't know if you've followed some of the other the other European qualifiers. Maybe you have. How do you feel going into it now, into the the grand finals that's going to happen in January versus the other competitors? How are you feeling your chances are versus anyone? Is there anybody on that list that you are most concerned about?
And right now, I'm not really concerned about anything. What I would like the most is probably like a proper run back against Citizen.
Ooh.
Give it another shot.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to, you got to show what you can capable
Exactly,
of.
yeah.
What do you think happened or possibly went wrong that first time you played Citizen?
Honestly, I mean, first of all, he's an incredible player, but at the same time, I have to admit, I wasn't, for downplaying myself, I wasn't expecting to be going up against him, right? I was like preparing, because you gotta be like realistic, right? So I was like preparing for the other players more so than I was for Citizen, because the plan was, again, you gotta be realistic with your expectations and everything, and know where you are as a player. Right, so I didn't really go into it with the mindset of okay, I have to, be 100% ready for Citizen, and I definitely wasn't. I would say so.
And playing in your region, who would you say is like? Would you say Citizen is up there as the strongest opponent that you have to deal with? Is there, anybody else that you kind of gives you any trouble?
It's. I would say it's a bit hard to say because I haven't played Dragoy in a long while, right? And he's also very, very good. Also plays Belial just like a Sonic Sun. And I would say it's definitely between him, Citizen, and Miri. Miri winning you North 1. Right? He's a very good player, and he's one of the few people who deal with Charlotte's jumps really, really well.
And since you said you don't play a popular character, you play Charlotta. I will say too that strangely enough, I think Charlotte is the most qualified character into the
Yeah.
in the
It's
league.
it's,
Uh,
it's very funny.
yeah, but what would you say? What separates your Charlotte from other players' Charlotte?
That's a good question. Honestly, it's hard to say. I, I admit I tend to like take a lot of inspiration from Ren from Japan. His Charlotte is pretty good, and he's won a couple of events, right? Um, Nowadays plays more, Seahawks and Invincible stuff, but he still plays a very solid, very very good Charlotte, probably the best, right? And I take a lot of inspiration from him. So I would say, if other Charlottes tend to go different with different routes in that game plan, that tends to be where the difference comes from. Other than that, yeah, it's hard to say.
If I were to chime in as somebody who has played against you a lot and has watched you a lot, I think a lot of what it comes down to is the way that you control your own pace and the way that you kind of play in general. I think a lot of the Charlotters that are like slightly below you tend to not be nearly as good at managing their pace. They do much more obvious jumps. They're not as strong on defense. They're a bit more liberal with how they react to certain things. You're very good at reacting to your anti-airs and confirms, for instance. So I think just a combination of those factors make you a very very well-rounded player. When I think it's quite easy as Charlotta to fall into the trap of being a little too aggressive.
Yeah. She's definitely the kind of like rushdown character where it's easy to be, as you said, you go into the strength, you think, now I'm in, I need to, capitalize on this, and then people blind themselves and kind of, get lost in the sauce, right? But that's definitely one thing I noticed when I, gotten better over time, that this, controlling the pace of the match is very, very important, right? A lot of sets are lost because you overcommit somewhere, right? And then suddenly you are now in the corner instead of your opponent, and then they get one hit, you lose 60%. Now they have meter for super, for overdrive, for whatever, right? And it looks like night and day, right? And so that's very important. And at the same time, you can't really open people up properly, especially on this like very high level, without being able to change your pace, because they will catch up on it. And some people, like Dragoi, are really, really, really good at catching up on your habits, but also your pace and playing around that. And
I have one more question for you actually, and I wanted to know. I'm curious because, being that you went into the set in winners and grand finals, and there was a little bit of a pause going back to the menu after, Sonic Sun reset the bracket. And you were talking about pacing, and Sonic Sun had a credible pace in that first time around. How did you manage, what went through your head? How did you manage to take control back in that second set?
Honestly, what's important is, we talk about this all the time, but you gotta take some time, right? Especially between the sets, right? In between games, you have 20 seconds until the next, or 30 seconds until the next one stops. But here in between the bracket, in between the bigger sets, you have, not only are you forced to go back to the menu, right? So you have even more time, and you gotta capitalize on that, right? You gotta breathe a little, maybe calm down a little bit, recognize that it's not the end of the world, right? Even if they're 3-0 you or whatever, this is a new set, right? That you gotta get into it with a fresh mindset and not worry about it too much, and then think what went wrong, what didn't go wrong, right? And reflect on it a little bit. And I did that, and I mean, it's not that after the first set everything changed, but that is, we played 3-4 games, and that's enough to enough data to look through, right? And figure something out, and then capitalize on that in the proper set, in the next set, right? The one that matters at the end of the day.
Spoken like a true top player. I like that. Yep, maintained your discipline, had the time to download and adapt and adjust, and that's perfect. I love it. You definitely deserve all of the success this tournament. You worked hard. It wasn't easy. The win was not handed to you. You actually had to dig deep to come out on top. Is there anybody that you would like to shout out at this point and thank for your success here?
Yeah, I would like to shout out Filzen, despite the fact he called. You had an interview with him, right? And he called that the next qualifier is probably going to be won by either Power or Sonic Sen, right? And like
Yes.
that definitely,
Yes.
I was
Oh.
definitely thinking about that, right? Like you gotta prove people wrong. But
Yes.
despite that, he's very supportive, right? And helps a lot, and helped a lot here as well. And I appreciate it a lot. And then, obviously everybody else, in the chat that's, spamming the soccer sweeps and everything. Obviously, I couldn't do it without them.
That's right. And I believe now Fidison will take full credit for your victory here.
Yeah, he already told me he's taking at least 20% credit.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. And congratulations again, Saki. Thank you for your time taking this interview with us. We really enjoyed watching your matches. And of course, we are definitely looking forward to see how you do in the finals early next year. So please rest up, train hard, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, Viram, this concludes it, man. This is this is everything. This is all of the final wave here. How are you feeling about Europe? What are you kind of excited to see at the finals next year?
Honestly, we have 8 of the finest players in Europe here in this regional finale next year, and honestly, I think every set is going to be a real banger. I think every single one is going to be really exciting to watch. I honestly don't even know who's going to take it in the end. I feel like overall Dragoi is probably the favorite, but again, like as we heard from previous interviews, everyone is going in with a good level of confidence in their ability to perform, and I think that is going to lead to some top-class competitive Granblue Fantasy versus.
Absolutely, can't wait. And I know that people that are watching can't wait either. We are going to be taking a little bit of a break between now and our next qualifier. Our next one will be the NA East qualifier. So if you are watching this and you want to sign up, make sure you go to bit.ly/GBVSLeague. That will be our last and final qualifier. And we will see you next year. We're going to be going with nothing but the biggest and best, like Viram said, all top 8s, all crazy matches, all are going to be bangers for sure. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. There's so much on the line. It's so sick.
Yes,
Yes. Would love to thank you. Of course, Viram, thank you so much for being here for every single qualifier, providing all the knowledge, the wisdom, all of the reads and decisions within the matches. They've been nothing short of incredible. You provided scripts. You've gone above and beyond what was asked, to make sure that we got the best and most accurate information. So I want to personally thank you for that, man.
It's been my absolute pleasure. I'm glad that I could deliver all of that for the scene, for the stream. Just it's been a real fun time over these last 8 qualifiers.
Excellent. For the scene, for the stream, and for the team. We
Yes.
will continue the dream. I can't wait. And make sure everybody, you guys enjoy yourself. Again, just one last reminder, bit.ly/GBVSLeague for the very next NA East qualifier. That will do it now for Viram and myself. Everybody have a great rest of your day, and we will see you at the next one and the finals.
See you next year.